welcome to Science Lab. The signs are happening because Jesus is coming. Every day we are seeing some of the great signs that are happening around us. Today we are going to see some of the disastrous events that are taking place around the world.
Tsunami, the ocean's deadliest force. Giant waves with immense power, massive, unstoppable and deadly. We will travel the globe investigating some of the world's most devastating tsunamis. Each bigger than the last, each packing more punch, each taking us one step closer to mega tsunami. A wave that will not just rewrite the record books, it will erase them.
No coastline on the planet is truly safe from tsunamis. They are caused by massive displacements of water triggered by the Earth's most powerful forces, earthquakes, landslides, and volcanic eruptions.
Tsunamis are dramatically different from the typical waves that constantly sweep across the planet. They can travel faster than 800 km per hour. They can stretch for thousands of kilometers across the ocean surface. They strike with huge mass and terrifying velocity. The most common method of causing their height is to run up, the wave's highest point of impact on land. Each tsunami profiled here has a higher run-up than the last. Over 100 major tsunamis have struck in the past 100 years, killing hundreds and thousands and destroying billions of dollars of property. But they are not the biggest tsunami to strike the planet. Scientists have found startling evidence that larger waves have occurred in the past mega tsunamis. Experts believe that a mega tsunami lies in our future. To understand its power, scale, and potential, we'll first investigate 5 of the most destructive tsunamis of the past 60 years. Each has its own character, each has its own story, which brings us closer to a mega disaster. Hawaii is a tropical paradise that attracts millions of tourists, but this Pacific island holds a dark secret. It's blasted by more tsunamis than almost anywhere else on the planet. The Ring of Fire is a volatile fracture zone surrounding the Pacific Ocean plate. 90% of the world's earthquake occurs here. Earthquakes are the most common cause of tsunami, which is why Hawaii gets hit often and from all directions. This makes it the unofficial tsunami capital of the Pacific. On April 1, 1946 at 2:28 a.m. local time, a magnitude 8.1 earthquake rips through the Aleutian Islands off the coast of Alaska. A huge stretch of the ocean floor is uplifted, displacing the entire column of water above it. A mass pulse of energy propels a whirl of water, a tsunami towards Hawaii at nearly 800 kilometers per hour. Tsunamis are not single waves. They move forward in what's known as a tsunami train, a group of waves of many different sizes. First waves are seldom the largest, so what appears to be insignificant is actually the precursor of something much more bigger. As the tsunami approaches shore, it behaves like a giant train wreck. The front of the wave slows while the back continues to push. The wave's energy is compressed, forcing it to stand and lift out of the sea. 37 kilometers south of Lafahoihoi, the sleeping trending town of Hilo Bay is also caught unaware. Here the tsunami destroys nearly 500 homes and businesses, kills 96 and injures hundreds. No two pieces of coastline are the same. Each has its own unique undersea topography that affects the wave differently. In Hilo, it is the natural rounded shape of the bay. The first 2 waves to hit the bathtub-shaped Hilo Bay caused the water to slosh back and forth. When a third wave arrived, it combines with the sloshing water to produce a large and more destructive wave. The third wave reached a run-up height of 9 meters. It destroyed most of the foreshores of Hilo Bay. But less than 15 years after the 46th disaster, Hawaii would again be hit by a deadly tsunami, a wave bigger than the last that would defy logic and bring Hilo at knees once again. On May 22, 1960, The largest earthquake is recorded history ruptures the Earth's crust off the shore of Chile. 1,000 kilometers of the ocean floor is violently thrust up 20 meters, propelling a monster tsunami. It's so huge and powerful that it crosses the entire Pacific Ocean, slamming into Hawaii on the way. This time, the technology installed since the 1946 quake warns residents of Hilo Bay 5 hours in advance, but the warning falls on deaf ears. Many others assume that because this wave is coming from the southeast and Hilo faces the north, the bay will be spared. They are wrong. Just after midnight, the first wave strikes. Dawn breaks on a nightmare. 61 people are dead and more than 700 buildings destroyed or severely damaged. The 1960s tsunami took locals and experts by surprise. After a thorough study, scientists discovered a remarkable aspect of the tsunami. As the wave reached the shallow water off the southeast coast of the island, the middle of the wave slowed while the outside of the wave kept moving, causing the wave to wrap around the island. Then, just as in 1946, the natural shape of the bay added to the tsunami destructive power. This time, the largest wave had a run-up height of 10.5 meters, 1.5 meters higher than in 1946. But Hawaii wasn't the only location struck by the monster tsunami. It ruled thousands of kilometers across the Pacific, striking virtually every coast including Japan, where 122 people died.
And now it's time for the trivial question of the day. When was the latest tsunami occurred on the Earth?
Option A, 2004, Option B, 2011, and Option C, 2018.
The answer after a short break.